challenge against these two guys?
Yeah, like you said, man, it's a challenge. Really, really explosive and dynamic offense. I think it starts, with the guys up front. They got a really good offensive line, big, physical, and then, handing the ball to 22. He's a big back, obviously runs hard. And then, when 8 has the ball in his hands, he's dynamic too. So they got a lot of playmakers. We'll have to be detailed and execute our plan when we go in, and, that's what it's going to have to be.
You weren't there. You were there, but on the sidelines, not in uniform in week 4. Just kind of what do you take away from that week 4? Do you guys kind of got to study that as much?
Yeah, you study it. It's our defense versus what they did. So I think it's a good opportunity to go back and look at, ways they attacked us, things they wanted to get done, certain runs that they had, certain passes that they had. But at the end of the day, I think the result wasn't what we wanted. We didn't start fast enough. We didn't play, good enough in the run game. So I think that's, like I said, learning opportunities for us, going into this week.
There's been a lot of, public doubting of your guys' run defense during the year, partly stemming from that week 4 game. But do you feel like you've been doubted a little?
I'm not really focused on that. I don't think a lot of the guys are focused on the outside noise. We know what we need to do and what we need to accomplish to win this game. So I think we understand what our jobs are going to be and what type of game it's going to be. So we're looking forward to that challenge.
Doubts or not, that the numbers say that the run D's been a whole lot better the last 6 weeks, a yard less per carry. What has been different? I'm sure it's a lot of things, but in your mind, what kind of stands out as the reasons why that's worked better?
Yeah, I think we got scarred there in the middle of the season a little bit. Had some areas that we needed to improve on, and I feel like we've done a good job of getting that fixed and getting it addressed. Still opportunity for growth there, but I think, overall, just the execution of what we want to get done, the details of the defense, I feel like we've gotten better and taken steps, and, this is when you want to start playing your best ball. So I feel like as long as we can continue to get better, we'll be on the right track.
How tough is it and different is it, these two guys running, to make sure you rely on your fundamentals is tackling? Because it's one thing to tackle Derrick Henry, it's another to tackle Lamar Jackson, but tackling is still tackling, right?
Yeah, they're both dynamic athletes, Obviously, 22 is big, runs hard, he's super fast. And then, you got Lamar, who's a great athlete as well, makes a lot of guys miss, can run away from guys. So I think that goes back to just the fundamentals of what we want to do. Things we've worked on since training camp. I think that's the main emphasis, is getting back to doing what we do and sticking to our fundamentals and, going out there and playing our best ball.
Lamar seems very skilled at putting the ball in his gut and pulling it back and having that ability, and especially to do it with a guy as good as Henry. How do you prepare for that, what they do in that way in the RPOs?
Yeah, I think it goes back to our details. I think in every defense that we call, we have certain rules and things that we try to get done. And, specifically to that certain play that they have, a lot of teams run it. They probably run it the best out of everybody, but you're detailed in what you want to get done and who you're keying on and where your eyes are telling you to be. And I think that's the answer. I think, like I said, those guys are dynamic, man. 2 of the best players in the league. So we're gonna have to do our jobs at a really high level.
I don't know if you saw much of the Pittsburgh game Saturday, but they tried a couple times to defend the read option by scraping. Just attack. Have the defensive end attack, the linebacker scrapes, but the linebacker never scraped because I don't know why. They got confused by motion, and is it, how do you, does sometimes their style create execution busts, do you think? What do you think about that?
I think so. Just watching them on TV over the last few weeks, I think, they do a really good job of handing the ball off and running the ball effectively that way. And then when they do run the zone read and, Lamar pulls it, sometimes guys get a little overzealous and commit too much to the run game, and, it leaves him open. So I think it just goes back to, like I said, the fundamentals of what we've got to get done. Everybody's eyes in the right spot. The details of the defense and every call, everybody's locked in on what we're supposed to get done. And, I think it comes down to just doing your job. And, when you get there, you got to make the play.
It wasn't just you who missed the first game. It was Matt, it was Taryn, it was Taylor for a long time. How much is there a feeling of it's going to be different? This is not something you guys are going to be able to pull again with this crew back in the game?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think about it like that. You know, obviously we were missing some guys, but at the end of the day, you know, we got to go out there and do our job. You know, that's what it comes down to. So it doesn't matter who's out there. It doesn't matter who wasn't out there. I think we have a job to do, and we gotta go out and execute.